hello, humanity. Back once again. It's the wee hours of the morning, so the tree report is out. But the sunshine just remains in so many of our hearts, with us over 7 billion of us coexisting at one address. A lot of us can manage to reserve some internal sunshine. So we'll just let that shine at these early wee hours. Anyway, with that being said, humanity, yeah, it's true. The old lady is running behind once again. What else is new, right? Not feeling good. What else is new, right? But anyway, I couldn't help it coming to you. I hope all is well. Hey, humanity. You got what, about 2 or 3 more days and you made it. I know it's redundant. January, February, March. Boy, that awesomeness in you is still standing. I know. So many of you have stories to tell and they're not all good, but nevertheless, the story ends, so it seems, in about 3 days with you transitioning over to 2025, and you did it so beautifully, irregardless to the harshness or the hurt and pain and suffering. And then let us not forget, for some of our brothers and sisters, this was their stellar year. I mean, everything was turning out good. It was just blissful. It was so beautiful, and we're grateful for that. And we're hoping that they do a repeat in 2025. But for those of us where, it was really, it was harsh. It was harsh and difficult. Some of us might say, some of your brothers and sisters walking behind you, walking in front of you, walking on the side of you. Some of you with tears in your eyes right now, and you're, baffled at the fact that this thing that is undesirable, and undesirable, we just putting some humanness on hurt, pain, and suffering, and not being morbid or giving doom and gloom, but just looking at the reality for so many of us. It just simply was not that thing that makes you jump out of bed and say, oh boy, it's going to be another one of those days. Just outstanding. But it brings me right into my message. But anyway, let me tell you about the recipe, and then I'll get back to that. I didn't do much yesterday. I really, when I tell you I was reckless yesterday, words cannot tell you. I had, what did I have? I think I had restaurant food. Then I had, for dinner, I had, more junk, and I'm going to touch on that as well. But anyway, the thing that I did prepare yesterday was real quick and effortless, and maybe you'll add this to your menus. And remember, we're just trying to keep variety to our menus. For so many of you all, you have really been a stickler. You've been doing good. You don't have the recklessness, so we all want to keep that variety. For those of us taking the long way home, and we stopped off at a couple of reckless spots and got donuts and cookies and chips and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to dust the crumbs off of our clothes, and with a new acknowledgement that too much reckless is not good, and we're just going to get back on the journey. And remember, we're trying to get home, and the home is just a metaphor for better. Whatever that thing is that you need to get better, or whatever that thing is that you want to acquire that needs to be better. So anyway, with that being said, humanity, I have literally maybe about 3 minutes. So I took I made bacon, spinach, sweet and sour wraps. But I ended up leaving out the sweet and sour sauce. I like to put the sweet and sour sauce on, but yesterday it was someplace where I just didn't feel like, pulling a lot of stuff out. So I just did what I did was I had some vegan bacon, and I prepared that. And if you have vegan bacon, if you have, most of the recipes are meat friendly. You can also, use chicken breast, turkey breast, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to use bacon. You can use mushrooms, however you want to do it. But I used the vegan bacon, and I prepared it, and I put it straight down the middle of a spinach wrap. and you can get those in the grocer's freezers. I got the keto kind that has no carbs at all, and I put that straight down the middle. And had I been able, I would have put some chopped, maybe about 2 tablespoons of chopped tomatoes, a tablespoon of chopped red onions, and I probably would have went in with maybe about a fourth of a teaspoon of garlic powder. But remember, we talked about the spoons. The spoons, the larger of the spoons is the tablespoon. The smaller of the spoons is the teaspoon. And I would have went in with maybe about a fourth of a teaspoon of the sweet and sour sauce, spicy. If you can get your hands on, and just put all of your ingredients straight down the middle. And remember, the vegetables that I described, they're optional. And you roll it up, and then you just cut it down the middle. And that's what I had. But along with that, I was really, really reckless. I had cookies, I had chips, I had. What else did I have? Cakes. I was just really, really reckless. And I know you're saying, at what point, old lady, are you going to, really, really, at least get back to the destination that you got to? It's like you're traveling somewhere and you get maybe like 50 miles away from your destination, and then you turn around and go back. And that could be a good example of what I did, because remember, I told you I had gotten up to 20 literally 20 minutes of exercising every day, and I mean, that was not an easy feat. And for some of you, you can do 20 minutes, in the blink of an eye. But for some of us, some of your brothers and sisters, they're walking behind you and on the side of you and in front of you. It's just not that easy for us. So it took something to get to that point. And, I basically taken all the sugar out of my diet. I was doing my sugar-free pies, um, my sugar-free cookies, and so many different things, and using alternatives like, sugar-free, um, um, those liquids that you put in your coffee, dates, just so many varieties of things that, I had utilized to take the sugar out. And I did really, really good. And then, like I say, like the analogy that I gave you, getting like 50 miles away from your destination and then just turning around. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Well, it wasn't that for me. I knew I was going the right way, but I called myself, not wanting to do the deprivation. And I don't think I'll ever, not only will I not be able to give hamburgers and things like that, but I also will always have my reckless days. Well, days where I'll still go to the restaurant, and days where I'll still indulge. But here lies the problem. I my intentions were to just go 1 or 2 days after my birthday. Well, you see, we're almost ending 2024, and I'm still in the struggle. But what happened was, and it's just an excuse now, and I realized that more and more each day. I was aching so bad, so I couldn't do my meal prep, and my personality, I get hungry, and I'm just reaching for anything. Whereas when I have my meal prep, I have my well prepared. Meals that can help me maintain and sustain the eating lifestyle. And my aches had just gotten so bad. And then get this, the aches got worse. I started utilizing my cane more. The more I indulged in the recklessness, the reckless eating, the more I started painting, and the more I started using the cane, relying on the cane more. And you would think at that point, one would say, okay, enough is enough. But anyway, I started aching enough to where, meal prepping is like a welcome mat now. It's no problem. And the same pains and the same aches are still there. So that I could have done better. But anyway, I'm saying that to say, humanity, I thought about us. I literally have 1 more minute to go. I was doing a little straightening up before I left, and I thought about decisions and actions, just like that, being almost 50 miles away from your desired destination and then turning around and going backwards, right? And so I was cleaning, and, I don't know if you've ever experienced that where you're cleaning something and you don't put quite enough of your cleaning solution, and there's yet still a little bit of residue of that needs to be cleaned, all right? And so I thought about us, humanity, your brothers and sisters in front of you, behind you, on the other side of you, that and some of you probably are traveling now, with tears in your eyes and your heart is heavy. And, you're dealing with things where maybe you've made decisions when you look back on it now, because you were in so much pain, because of the delays, the denials, the anguish, the sadness, whatever the case may have been that caused you just a lack of rest, a lack of peace, a lack of harmony, a lack of happiness. It made you make decisions that had you take made better decisions and taken different actions, you may be home by now, or maybe like 2 or 3 miles away, right? But here's the thing, humanity. I think it's Saturday. We still, and we're almost in 2025. There's a unique thing about the decisions that were made, however reckless, however you look back on it now and you feel that you could have made better decisions and you will be closer home. One thing is still awesome and outstanding. You're still standing. The decision did not stop you from being here. And that leads to so many possibilities for 2025. Hey, humanity. I'm not really concerned as it relates to getting back to the eating lifestyle, because remember, my mind changed. And that's the only thing that brought me change, was I changed my mind. I changed my mind about hamburgers and cheeseburgers. I changed my mind and realized that I can still have cheeseburgers. I can still have turnip french fries. I can still have pies, sugar-free pies, and eat as much as I want, and cookies, and, still get home. So, hey, humanity, with that being said, I don't know what your decisions are, that you have to make some adjustments and you have to go, and just like with cleaning solutions, and you're cleaning and you realize that you know what, I need to spray just a little bit more. I need to pour just a little bit more. Hey, humanity, this morning for the remaining of 2024,